what is and what isn't okay for Halloween costumes at NAIT.
Halloween is now, unfortunately become this flashpoint between sensitivity and free expression.
A check-in on campus 3 weeks after the legalization of marijuana.
Protective Services having to address the use of recreational cannabis on our property since the change in legislation on October 17th.
And NAIT opens the first campus vegan food outlet in Alberta.
We have the culinary training there, so why not have those restaurants here?
Hello and welcome to Second Edition News. NAIT staff and students are feeling spooky this week as Halloween arrives on campus.
But the controversy over cultural appropriated Halloween costumes has many students asking, where is the line? Our reporter Emily Olsen has more.
Spirit Halloween store specialist Navila Petraki says she takes pride in setting up Edmonton Store's inventory every year.
I've been working for 9 years with the Halloween store, and I've been working in 4 locations.
Petraki says due to the complaints previous years, they no longer carry costumes that could be considered culturally insensitive.
When something like that happened, we tried to, we took everything on the wall that in this section and we didn't sell it anymore.
Although people like Petraki are working hard to help staff and students make respectful choices this Halloween, NAIT's advocacy director Jason Ross says even without policy, it should be easy for students to create an inclusive environment.
I think we all have a say in terms of being sensible. Halloween is now, unfortunately become this flashpoint between sensitivity and free expression. Again, I would encourage students to use their common sense.
NAIT's international students had much of the same thoughts.
Even for me, I'm not educated in all the other cultures that we have here at NAIT as well. So if people were a little bit more, if knowledgeable and all that, maybe they wouldn't wear those kind of costumes.
If they are sensitive of what they want to wear, just get a onesie. They're cute. Yeah.
As for Petraki, she's just happy to make sure everyone finds their perfect costume.
And they're happy, I'll be happy.
Emily Olsen, Second Edition News.
As the sun begins to set sooner, it is becoming more difficult for drivers to see pedestrians in the dark. The Vision Zero street team is here at Edmonton Valley Zoo, promoting Outsmart the Dark. With winter coming up, the team wants to interact with the people at the zoo and remind them to be safe when it's dark.
Outsmart the Dark campaign goes from October 22nd until November 30th, but we are also aware of the fact that as we switch from fall to winter, we just have shorter days. That means lower visibility, darker conditions, snow events, those kinds of things. We just want people to be mindful of that and watch out for each other.
For those who would like a reflector visibility tag, you can pick them up at a local Edmonton police station.
It's been 3 weeks since cannabis became legal in Canada. Here at NAIT, officials say students and staff seem to be obeying the rules around campus. While people are allowed to smoke cannabis legally, you cannot do it at NAIT. Our school has a zero tolerance policy for smoking anywhere on campus. NAIT officials say so far, so good. They have not had to deal with any issues.
The smoking area is just out off campus, and I noticed nothing. I haven't heard of any changes or any incidents. The culture in NAIT is still the same as it was before October 17th.
For those who are planning on buying cannabis, there are about 15 stores in Edmonton. You cannot smoke it on school campus. You have to be at least 10 meters away from the entrances.
Cold and flu season is back, and NAIT's health services are urging students to get their shots. Flu clinics are back on campus starting November 5th, following a huge amount of immunizations given to students back in October. Health Services Supervisor Christine Bannerman hopes to surpass that amount this upcoming week.
Actually, last year we had 3 clinics plus a short one at Patricia campus and Such campus, and the combination of all 3 was 800. So far this year we've had 2 clinics and we've had over 500.
In the event that students don't want to get their flu shots, Health Services encourages you to follow basic rules such as covering your coughs and washing your hands.
NAIT is looking to be more healthy as their new vegan restaurant has officially opened. Square Root, Alberta's first campus food outlet to serve vegan-only dishes, opened for business at the beginning of the fall semester. Culinary manager Williams says that it's a good addition to the school and gives students a chance to try something unique.
Why at NAIT? Because NAIT is one of the top polytechnics in the world. We have the culinary training there, so why not have those restaurants here?
Located at the HP Center by Tim Hortons, various dishes are available at Nate's newest attraction for breakfast and lunch, including the Mediterranean sweet potato dish and the tofu scrambled wrap.
2 local video game streamers were lucky enough to partake in something they are very passionate about. This home video from Nate radio students Matthew Wozniak and Chad Booth shows them in San Jose, California at the annual TwitchCon, a convention that showcases the popular streaming service and streamers from around the world.
You can meet and greet with streamers and content creators, meet up with friends, play video games, try demos of games, esport tournaments, of course, and basically just meeting people.
For streamers who missed out on the convention, Edmonton is holding a Twitch community meetup this upcoming December.
The annual Nate Escape Room is back with a new theme. Located outside the Common Market, Nate has built an escape room for all students to try out. This year's theme is the mysterious library with cash hidden inside. Students will get a chance to try and find the money by solving puzzles and clues.
Last year we had over 800 students and staff participate in our room, and this year we're projected for that as well. So turnout has been really great. We've got 30 time slots a week, and they're always booked up.
If you want a break from studying, students can join Nate's Great Escape by going down to the main campus in room E105, Mondays to Fridays up until November 16th, free of charge.
Many of the Uke sports teams are in the full swing of their season now, right, Josh?
And the men's soccer team had a historic season, didn't they?
Yeah, you're both right, guys. Sports here at Nate have officially ramped up, with the exception of the men's soccer team, who are in the final stretch of their phenomenal season. The phrase super team has begun to lose its authenticity in sports. However, when it comes to the Nate men's soccer team, there's simply no better way to describe them. The team set an ACAC single-season record with 65 goals and became the first Nate men's soccer team to ever go undefeated in a season. Now, after thumping Concordia in the provincial final 6-0, the team begins preparation for nationals. Squad captain Zach Kaiser says the key for this team is to play their game.
I think just sticking to the game plan and listening to the coaches and executing what they need and using our creativity is kind of what we're going to be working towards at Nationals.
Men's soccer nationals begin November 6th at Holland College in Prince Edward Island. The Ukes men's hockey team were looking to make it 2 in a row last weekend against the Concordia Thunder. It was a family affair down at the Nate Arena on Saturday as the Ukes took to the ice with a 2-win weekend in sights. Halfway through the opening frame, after a no-look feed from Jake McKittiuk, Thomas Foster makes no mistake going roof, giving the Ukes a 1-zip lead. Now in the second, some game planning for the Ukes ahead of the face-off, and it would work out as off the draw, McKittiuk drops it for Roach up top, who banks one in off Thomas Foster, tallying his second of the night. In the third now, after Thunder captain Adam Montgomery is tossed for arguing with the Stripes, Thomas Foster gives the fans a Halloween hat trick, potting his 5th goal of the season and 3rd of the night. Despite the Thunder scoring a late goal, it wouldn't be nearly enough as the Ukes take both games on the weekend over Concordia. Foster and McKittiuk would finish with 4 points each, while Curtis Roach picked up 3 helpers of his own. After the game, Foster would go on to say it's all about building from here.
We just kind of keep building on what we've been doing to just get better every day and then just take that into that weekend.
What seemed like the impossible just 5 months ago has become a harsh reality for the Edmonton Eskimos. With the Calgary win over Winnipeg on Friday, the Eskimos officially have no shot at making playoffs in a year Edmonton is hosting the Grey Cup. The same team that came within just 1 win of playing in the league finale last year will now have a full week of practice and 1 game that essentially mean nothing. Eskimos general manager Brock Sunderland, however, doesn't see it that way.
No, it's not meaningless. A lot of people have a lot of pride. Going 9-9 is much better than 8-10. So if anyone out here thinks this is meaningless, they won't be here.
The Eskimos' final game of the season is this Saturday against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers here in Edmonton. The Ukes men's basketball team returned to practice on Monday in preparation for the upcoming weekend. The men will battle the other birds in town when they take on the Kings University Eagles. Nate won all 4 matchups between the 2 squads last season, but Ukes head coach Mike Connolly says they aren't taking this Kings team lightly.
But I think this year they're a little bit better. They've already split with Grand Prairie. So I think that, if we don't compete and we don't play together, it's going to be a long weekend.
Tip-off for both Friday and Saturday is set for 8 p.m.
Pretty unfortunate situation the Eskimos find themselves in.
Yeah, but that Ukes soccer story really is remarkable, fellas.
Hey, definitely some goods and bads in sports this week, boys. Here's hoping the men's soccer team can represent Edmonton well next week at Nationals.
And that has been your look at Second Edition News.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.